Good evening everybody, my name is Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you like my videos, please smash that like button, please do subscribe. Good evening. It's 22 degrees in this flat, it's very hot. I haven't really felt like doing videos, to be honest. It's really hot, but yeah, it's Friday evening and I'm just going to chill at home, you know, and stay indoors. So we'll recap what's gone on through the day. As I write down in my journal, it's taken me a couple of hours to write things down. So today, again, I got up at 7:30 a.m. The sun was shining and it was very hot again. I fed Max and the two cats, made coffee, and I needed to phone Sainsbury's customer service number, as my home delivery yesterday evening was a pile of shit and the Sainsbury's driver appeared to be nuts. A washing up liquid bottle had spilled out all over my shopping and it was sopping wet as well, ruined. The driver said he'd previously been to a farm and the woman had livestock, including badgers. Wow, I think one of them bit through my toilet rolls. It looks like there's bite marks in my toilet rolls, battered tins as well. Looked like someone had had a fight in the back of his lorry. The guy was obviously short of a few screws loose in his head because he was acting weird. He refunded me 75 pence for wet bread. The whole shopping was ruined. He looked dirty as well, like a swamp man. So I uploaded videos to TikTok and YouTube and phoned the number. I needed the shopping number, which I got from my email. A Chinese-American man answered the phone. Very friendly and polite, but I only got part of the delivery refunded, but that's better than nothing, I suppose. He told me to keep safe as I ended the phone call. I took Max out, the cleaners were still in the building as I left. We went onto the field and two men in suits and a woman and a dog were doing a photo shoot on the field. I walked past them and strolled in the sunshine. I'd also ordered a small Sainsbury's shop on Deliveroo as the guy on the phone told me to throw the contaminated bread out. I got a meal deal roast beef sandwich, naked drink and 2 eggs for protein. Go Cat Duck dried food for the cats, 4 toilet rolls, lemon washing up liquid, some banana sweets and ham slices. Gurjeet Singh was the Deliveroo driver. I've had him before and there were no spillages and it was a perfect delivery. So I came home for the walk and just chilled until lunchtime. I also had a really nice hot soapy shower. I just got dressed from the shower when the postman rang my buzzer. My hair was wet. He said I needed to sign for my parcel. I rushed downstairs, my trainers half on and half off, and the guy said I didn't need to sign for the parcel after all. Typical. I took the small package upstairs. A peppermint candy candle from Sri Lanka, smelt lovely. I ate my lunch, played some mobile phone games. Max is hot and doesn't really want to walk in this weather. And I'm going to write the rest up as the evening transpires, whatever happens. So, good evening everybody. I've been in my flat since I took Max out at lunchtime and I just walked around. Max, it's not nice for a small dog to be walked off his feet in the heat. So we just did a circuit around the riverside area. I didn't go onto the field. There was a grey-haired man and he had his kids. One was on a bicycle. He was running in between his children. He was jogging while they were cycling. So I guess he was like training. Jogging while he was in between his kids. One was cycling in front of him, one was cycling behind him, so he was jogging on the field. I didn't go on it. because Max didn't really want to be in that heat. It was very hot at lunchtime. So I just had a very, very slow walk around the riverside. I'm on my own, and I haven't got a rush home for anybody. So, I just took it easy. Came back into my flat, made myself coffee, played Scrabble Go, played a bit of Royal Kingdom, and I've been listening to Smooth Radio, which plays like pleasant songs, not too heavy. It also gives you the news, and you've got adverts on it as well. So I've been listening to music, and I've been chilling out, and I've not been getting cross, and I've just not been, I haven't even been looking out the window, or just carrying on with me, being me, doing what I want to do, relaxing, chilling out. I haven't listened to music for ages, and it's surprising how it can calm you down when you start to get stressed out. I had my meal deal for lunch, very nice that roast beef sandwich was as well. I've had some of the Irish coffee that I got from Sainsbury's. And I'm fine, I'm just chilling out. I'm trying to not let things get me down that were getting me down, and just get on with my life and ignoring what everybody else is doing, because it's none of my business. And it never should have been my business. So I am now going to put the radio on for a bit to keep up to date with what's going on. Alexa, LBC Radio.
LBC London from Global Player.
He hasn't got what.
So you're worried about him,
Yeah.
and you're worried about the Tories is they're the problem.
The Tories that aren't going to get in. So if I vote for Reform aren't going to get in.
No.
If I vote for Reform, Labour will get in. But if I vote for the Tories have crashed the economy. There's no right party, I don't think, out there. There really isn't.
Josh, I hear your pain, and it's coming through loud and clear. The torture in that man's head. 0345, thank you. 03456060973. If you are one of the millions of undecided, get your hesitancy and indecision onto the radio this evening. I want to hear about the arguments that you're having with yourself about who to vote for, because it seems like there are quite a lot of people in that category. 03456060973 is the only number you need, and the only decision you need to make now is to call it. Tom Swarbrick on LBC 616.
This is LBC. First times. Remember those? Like the wonder of reading your first fairy tale. Now imagine the wonder of gazing at the fairy tale spires of Elf's Castle, or the delight you'll feel with our Love It First Time guarantee. If you don't love all the breathtaking first times on your first Saga River cruise, we'll give you your money back. 2025 season now on sale. Search Saga River Cruises. Experience is everything. Report.
Right, we'll come back to the radio station in a minute. Adverts. Trust me to put the radio on when the adverts are on. So I've been listening to Smooth Radio. And I've just been chilling out and relaxing at home. I think that's just what I want. I don't want the anger, I don't want the anguish, I don't want arguments. I just want to do what I'm doing. And it's working slowly. It's slowly working. I mean, I think everybody gets bouts of boredom. When you've done everything you can possibly do and there's nothing to do, right? And but it's being bored but not doing anything bad and going over the edge, like doing something you shouldn't do. Life can be terrifically mundane and boring. It can, especially if you're on your own. but I've got the pets. They keep me busy, especially the ginger tomcat is awful. It is chasing up and down, and he's knocking everything over. The amount of stuff that cat has broken is unbelievable. It's worse than a little kid. So if I didn't have Harry, then I probably wouldn't have anything to do at all. But he keeps me on my toes, and my other cat's elderly, so you know what comes with old age, incontinence, you know, wetting herself. So I have to keep looking after my elderly cat, and there's my mum as well, making sure she's okay. And that's it. Alexa, LBC Radio.
LBC London from Global Player.
If you think you can turn an undecided into a decided by force of your own argument and power of persuasion, you should come on and... Why don't we try that? Come on and try and persuade an undecided. Here's Joseph in Gloucestershire. Joseph?
Hi. I thought for a second there when you said back in the mix you were going to be doing a jungle hour, and
I'm so ready for it. I genuinely always want... I've always wanted to do two things. Unfortunately, I got to do one of them, which was to be a football commentator for a bit, job of a lifetime. And the other is just do a big kind of Friday night big music dance session, yeah?
Fantastic. Anyway, instead we're talking politics.
Yeah, why not?
Yes, I am decided in that I don't want the Tories. I want them gone. We've had this conversation before. But I've got no love for any of the other parties. Like, really. I no love for any of them. So I'm keeping my eye on Carol Vorderman's site and StopTheTories.vote to find out who in my local constituency is going to be the tactical vote.
Very good.
You know, it's a tactical vote, and that at the end of the day, that's what I'm gonna. And I'm gonna
So that's
it's gonna be like
well,
I'm gonna close pipe on my nose and put the cross in the box. Whoever's most likely to throw the Tories out, and then we'll sort out whatever mess comes out.
Listen, Joseph, I can't accept your the nature of your undecided, because you know what you're not going to do, which is vote Conservative, which is absolutely fine. Good luck to you. You know what you're not going to do. So in that sense, you have made a decision, and so I'm afraid, on the very strict the grounds of this particular contest, I'm afraid I'm not allowing you to be an undecided. Thank you for the call. Ray's in South London. Ray, are you undecided?
I haven't decided, but I have spent a long time considering all the options, and I'll give you my thoughts if you like.
Please.
What I think with the Tories, I, like probably most of the country, can remember all the issues and the problems that have risen in the last 14 years for the Tories. From Boris Johnson, from austerity largely, and of course Liz Truss, which is probably the pinnacle of all the issues. Now Sunak is asking everybody to trust him because essentially he's not those people, and he made a point, I think, in one of the broadcasts that he warned everyone against Liz Truss, and nobody listened to him. I think that was in his last interview on BBC yesterday or the day before. So it's a balance between forgetting everything that's happened in the last 14 years and taking his word that he's going to be different, beyond the 18 months that he's already had, and that's a very, very difficult thing to swallow. In some ways, some of the statistics are showing that what he's saying is correct, is in that there have been improvements in the economy, and things like, it's happening, but his argument is he hasn't had enough time to do the job. On the flip side, you've got Keir Starmer. Now, he should be a shoo-in for this guy, because if you imagine how much...
Hang on a sec, Ray, just hang on a sec. Sorry, we've got to open another one. Right, go on.
The point with Starmer is he's not very likeable, and everyone establishes that, even though he's probably got an open goal here. But he's never answered a straight question, and everybody's still confused how, if any way, he's going to fund what he's saying he's going to do, because he doesn't want to admit that he's going to raise taxes. And this is why people don't trust him. And this is why I'm undecided, because if I can't trust this guy, I don't want to vote for him.
What are you going to do?
I mean, I don't know, because I don't.
Do you
There's
think
no
you're
point
gonna
in
vote? Do you think you might vote?
voting Reform or Lib Dems. What is the point? A protest vote. What is the use of a protest vote? It's irrelevant. It'll be forgotten about. Either you go with your gut and say, I trust Keir Starmer, even though he's not telling us about immigration, he's not telling us about tax, he's not telling us anything. Or you go with your gut and say, I'm going to trust what Sunak is saying, and he said he's going to be better than the last bunch that he inherited. That's what your question is.
Do you think you're going to vote?
Well, yeah, I mean, if I can't make my decision up between those two, I will spoil the ballot. I won't bother voting for Reform or Greens or Liberals, because that's irrelevant.
All right. Right, interesting. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, so we're getting the undecideds. Honestly, there's not a line to go into the building tonight, so we'll clear some off. So as Ray leaves, there's a line free. So I want the undecideds, and then I want the persuaders. If you think you can persuade someone to vote in any which direction you are going to vote yourself, come on the radio and let's see if you can use the force of your own arguments to try and persuade an undecided. So we've got the undecided and the persuaders. Chris is in Lincoln. Chris,